women from the church that we were going to and coming to visit me. And I cleaned up for 3 days. I pulled my stove out and cleaned behind my stove, under my stove, in my stove, the bathroom, under the beds. And all while I was doing it, I was thinking, this is ridiculous. You know, like, people don't carry on like this. And then a couple of years later, my brother was just having a conversation, and he mentioned how this woman would send a letter and then she'd come visit. And so Mum would say, okay, you kids, we've got to clean up. Mrs. Angus is coming. Because we were one of the families that lived off the mission, we would get checked on every now and then by the lady who was the head of Aboriginal Affairs. But it actually put a lot of pressure on people because there was this sense that you had to live up to this standard. Your house had to be clean, your kids had to be looked after. So we just became this super good little family. In my mind, it all reflected on me as a person. As we started to mix more with, you know, people at churches that we went to, and I went to their homes and I thought, these people, some of these people are actually messy, really messy. That's when I realised that we weren't living up to a real standard, that other people could be messy. But it's like if we were messy, there were consequences. There's still this thinking that, you know, we're not clean enough, or our house hasn't got enough nice stuff to let people come in. But when you go to other people's homes, you realise they don't either. Sorry, there's a spider crawling out there, I've got to kill it. You don't realise how much things like that affect you, especially if you don't have memory of it, but it's there somewhere. As soon as my brother said it, it was just like an instant, oh, this is where all this comes from. So, you know, sometimes my kids will say, Mum, Mrs. Angus isn't coming to visit today. You know, so it's like, ease up with the housework.